Hey guys, Krisha here. Please be cautious of any fake comments and emails you may receive from people pretending to be Mango Research. Sean and I will never, ever contact you for investment opportunities or anything of that sort. To get in touch with the real Mango team, make sure to join our official Discord chat using the link in the description below. Stay safe out there, and remember, do it Mango. And what's up, you guys? Welcome to the Mango Grove. My name is Krisha. And this is today's BNB analysis video. I have Sean with me today. Sean, say hi.
Good morning, everyone.
Sean, you sound very, very happy. What's prompting this?
Actually, it's not Bitcoin. I mean, it's not BNB. It's Bitcoin. I know we're supposed to be covering BNB, but I'm currently on the Bitcoin chart, and I've been building this position on Bitcoin, and I kept buying it around the 54,000 mark all of freaking yesterday. Had the weirdest thesis that was aligning with the technicals as well. We talked about it in yesterday's stream. I kind of hinted at it, and my thesis was, hey, we broke this $1 trillion level, and I'm expecting us to be finding support over there, right? Because we broke it towards the upside, held it for the weekly as well, and we came down there to test it again, lining up with some key levels on the dynamic. I'm like, I'm buying this up. And what do you know, just before we could go to bed, we saw the big pump. Anyways, we're here to talk about BNB, so let's go ahead.
But no, I mean, it's a good thing that you mentioned that. One thing everyone needs to understand, especially if you're new to the crypto space, is that a lot of these charts, a lot of the altcoins out there, they hinge on Bitcoin's price action. Okay, Bitcoin is what dictates the momentum of the crypto market right now. And look at this chart. I'm currently, Sean, I'm on that Bitcoin USD weekly time frame. By the way, major props to that very, very odd thesis that you had there. But it made sense. So Sean's thesis was that Bitcoin is going to try and defend that $1 trillion M cap. Okay, and after doing the math, we actually looked at the price point. Okay, for Bitcoin to actually defend that $1 trillion M cap, the price point came up to, what was that, 54,000?
Around 53,800.
Yeah. So 55,000 or 54,800 around that region. And I'm like, what the hell? Right? And so, it bounced there yesterday, Sean. So good job.
The thing is, I did not think it was such a weird thesis, right? I thought it was really obvious, but nobody was talking about it. At least nobody in our circles was talking about it. And people are, I think, fixated on the wrong things. And all you really had to do for that trade was take the current circulating supply of Bitcoin and take $1 trillion and divide it by the current circulating of Bitcoin. That's all, right? And it was really rough way of doing it is going on over coin market cap, and you get your number 53,800 to 54,500, somewhere around there. And again, now you find your technicals, Krisha. If you're looking at Bitcoin right now on the 4-hour or the daily, you see a rounding formation over there, right? You have the daily 21 EMA coming in there, you have the dynamic coming in there, you have the 4-hour putting in a higher low ascending triangle, and boom. Again, I don't want to be talking about Bitcoin too much in this video. We maybe do a Bitcoin video later today, but hey, let's start with BNB, Krisha.
But the main picture here, guys, is that Bitcoin is bullish. Okay, it's bullish. The momentum is looking bullish here, so which is good for BNB as well, right? So yeah, exactly. Let's get on over to BNB now. BNB USDT, and look at this beauty. Now we're first going to start off with a weekly time frame. Okay, Sean, weekly time frame. And in fact, I just want to see what the Mango dashboard is telling us on BNB very quickly. I'm currently on the Mango dashboard on the daily time frame. Okay, I want to see what this is like. Okay, so BNB USDT on the daily time frame Mango dashboard is currently neutral. Okay, actually both pairs, BNB USDT as well as BNB BTC, they're both neutral. So this is sort of interesting because if you get on over to the charts now, you'll see that weekly time frame, okay, is telling us that this is putting in a bull flag.
Yep. So this is why it's so important, Krisha, to always use multiple tools to come up with your thesis, right? Because a consolidation, again, this is something else we talked about in yesterday's stream. Go ahead and watch yesterday's stream, guys. It was really educational. We talked about trend analysis and how to, pick up these opportunities that other people may miss. You may see consolidation on the lower time frames and maybe actually a downward trend sometimes, while the higher time frames are putting in a very, very bullish formation. So right over here on BNB, we're seeing a bull flag, in my opinion, on the time frame. Kush, are you seeing that the trend is still up, right? We put in a higher low. It looks like at the moment a high low at around $189, and potential bull flag break if we do close above $300 on the weekly.
Yes, I agree. And you said $300, right? I actually, yeah. I mean, close enough. I'm looking at 314 as the next major resistance overhead, which will kind of go ahead and contest those highs that we sort of put in. And I'm looking at the candle body closes. So I'm looking at 314, and well, the midpoint that I have on my chart is 284. Now, I did cover Binance, BNB coin, I shouldn't say Binance, BNB coin a couple of weeks ago. I think sometime, not a couple of weeks, I guess sometime last month. And the targets, honestly, guys, still remain the same. Okay, so I had that 314. We actually got up there, Sean, and we got rejected right off of it. And I thought it was pretty, you feel good. You feel good when you get your targets right. But no,
Krisha is an oracle when it comes to these levels. She's literally figured it out when it comes to breakouts into blue sky breakouts, right? She knows the secret sauce.
yeah.
She's not going to reveal it to anyone but other than me.
But no, the targets, though, are the same, okay? So 314 is still going to be the next major target on the weekly time frame for BNB, if for whatever reason we actually start breaking that. And I do believe that we can actually take it out as soon as we start breaking that bull flag to the upside. So, Sean, I currently have a diagonal marking the highs, the wick highs on the weekly time frame. And I do believe that there's something playing out there on the lower time frames. If you look at that entire structure, you'll notice that it's forming some sort of cup and handle there. I think if we break that, there's a good chance that we're likely breaking 314 to the upside. But another thing I really want to bring to everyone's attention here is that mango dynamic, okay, on the weekly time frame. Go ahead and put it on.
Honestly, it sounds like it really feels almost as though we use only the mango dynamic for all our trades now, which in a way is kind of true. It's only because the edge on it is so freaking strong. But I really want to advise people against doing that. All right, like do as we say, don't do as we do, because especially if you guys are taking really big positions on your altcoins, please use other tools as well. All right, please. I'm seeing a lot of people fixate too much on the dynamic. When I'm trading Bitcoin, guys, I'm looking at multiple things. Yes, the dynamic's going to be a core part of what I do, right? But when I'm trading Bitcoin, because my position sizes on Bitcoin are far bigger than my position sizes on altcoins, I am putting a lot more effort into the analysis that I do. So please be careful, guys. Is all I'm trying to say.
Yeah, so use it in conjunction with other tools to really strengthen your analysis. I always do that. Like right now, I'm looking at the dynamic, Sean, and this is something that I brought up in my last analysis, is that it's been really good at catching the major chunk of the trend, right? So on Binance, I found that it played out really well, okay, BNB coin, wherein the dynamic turns green after consolidation, breaks resistance. Okay, I'm looking at the week of 28th of December. All right, we got multiple tests on that op line, okay, only for that massive rally to the upside. And that was a pretty significant move for BNB. That was a good 715% to the upside. Okay, and as things stand right now, I do believe that we actually took out resistance on that last weekly close. Okay, so we took out resistance there, and the resistance came in at $256. I am expecting more upside for BNB from here. All right.
I'm looking at. I'm going to go ahead and put it out there. $550 BNB if we do break this weekly consolidation, and we take out the high of 300 and I think 48ish on the weekly. Kusha, I'm looking at $550. I'm going to go ahead and say it. I know it may sound literally far too bullish, but that's what I'm saying. $550.
That's fair enough. As in, you have your targets. My max target comes in at, not max, I'm not going to say max. The only thing I have on my chart so far with the current information that I have, the next target comes in at $452. So as soon as there's more sort of price action on this, I'll come up with further targets, but that's what I have. But yeah, this is so key thing here. Sean and I are on the same page in that this wants to see continuation to the upside. So now let's get on over to perhaps the daily time frame, see what we're doing there.
So hold up. Before we get on to that, I do want to talk about, or rather just discuss why we are looking towards the daily now, right? So we have identified that, hey, you know what, the weekly is looking really bullish. Weekly is an uptrend. We have a bull flag, right? And Krisha talked about how we got multiple touches on the dynamic leading into this impulsive move.
Yeah.
So before the impulsive move, and again, this touches on what we talked about in yesterday's stream, the educational session that we had. Before the impulsive move, right, the weekly was in a consolidation, and you can see it over here. We were consolidating. There wasn't a drive just yet. Prices were consolidating in a bullish trend, yes, right, but the impulsive move wasn't there just yet. But now that we've had the impulsive move, you're going to see the consolidations, whether it be downwards consolidations, downtrend consolidations, or sideways consolidations on the lower time frames. Okay, so before we were consolidating against the weekly dynamic, and now we had an impulsive move, moved away, which is why the equilibrium part of the dynamic has now thickened up on the weekly. Let's now drill down to the daily to find what's going on over there on that consolidation. And Krisha, that's where you're going to see now the daily dynamic is picking up the consolidation. That's where prices are accumulating against, right? You're seeing it there.
Yeah.
And now the question is, do we break out of this consolidation towards the upside and have the next impulsive move on the daily time frame? And then again, we drill down to the 12-hour wall, right?
Yeah.
I'm just kind of giving people a quick education session right over there. A primer on how to play trends, rather.
That's cool. That's really cool. Now, these are all key pieces of, I guess, education. I don't want to say information, education on how to dissect the trend. All right, this is what matters, because you can take this and you can employ these techniques onto various charts out there, not just crypto, but also traditional. Okay,
yep,
so
exactly.
and another
it works
thing
on all charts, guys.
Exactly. The principles are the same. Now, on the daily time frame, if you have the dynamic on, I'm sure you already do. Notice where the upline is coming in at. So currently, we're actually being held down by it. I think that if we start breaking that to the upside and we start holding it as support, I think this is going.
So, Krisha, if you notice the daily candle from 11th of March, right? So in combination with what you just mentioned, the upline, right, coming in at around 277, yes, that's going to be really key. If the first goal is to take that out.
Yeah.
But to me now, the daily candle of 11th of March is lining up with your level that you mentioned on the weekly at 315, like perfectly to the T, right? 315, 316-ish.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, that's where, so you mentioned you're looking for a candle close above there.
Yes.
Right? Which is completely fine. And that's even more confirmation if we do get that. But in my opinion, if we see even a wick above there, right? So it's coming in at around $316. You know, wick above there, Krisha. I'm not sure if you're seeing it, but there is a sort of symmetrical formation coming in on this daily time frame. We have a high coming in all the way at 19th of Feb, a lower high, along with higher lows. So if we break that lower high at 315 and put in a higher high, we're going to break that structure. And the trend is now going to be confirmed towards the upside on the daily again.
So just to give everyone a view on what Sean is talking about, he's looking at this structure right here. Okay, he's looking at this as a symmetrical triangle. Now this, Sean, I think I'm looking at the volume profile as well, and I'm looking, maybe it could be a cup and handle continuation pattern. That's how I'm looking at this. But either way though, okay, pattern aside, what's important about this, and this is where Sean was talking about, the structure. Okay, we've put in a high here, higher high. Okay, now when we're looking at the lows, we put in a low here, higher low, higher low. All right, this is bullish so far, especially when this overarching trend is aggressively bullish. All right, and this is where the flag kind of forms up. Now, Sean, I'm actually looking at this picture, and I did do a measured move. Now, this is still on the more moderate side, I guess. Conservative, rather, not moderate. I think that's the wrong term. Conservative measured move would actually take this up. If we actually see that break, it would take it up to 415, going all the way up to $435.
Ooh, there you go.
This is only the pattern, okay? This is only the pattern, this consolidation pattern. This is not with the bull flag.
Nice. And Krisha, from there, I think we're going to see the consolidation be put in again at 450-ish,
Yeah.
right? Again, I'm getting a little bit ahead of ourselves, but that $550 measured move of the weekly time frame is likely going to see. This is a beautiful chart, Krisha.
Yeah.
Again, one of the more beautiful charts in crypto.
Yes. BNB. Now, Sean, I'm gonna get on over to some of the lower time frames to see what price could do leading up to, well, the rest of the day, okay, and as well as tomorrow. I'm gonna go actually to the 4-hour time frame and see what we're doing here. Okay, can we take out some points of resistance? And the first thing I see on this 4-hour chart, okay, I'm gonna clear this out, and I can see a falling channel that broke out.
Yeah. Very similar to how Cardano put it into break. Most altcoins actually, but this one's looking neater.
Yeah, so this could very well see further continuation. We could actually see that the op line on the daily get taken out, as well as this, I have a midpoint marked out at 285. If we can start closing multiple 4-hour candles over 285, I'll be looking for continuation on this.
So what I'm looking at on the 4-hour time frame, something really, really simple. If you switch on over to your Ichimoku, you're going to see that when we broke the falling channel, we had our edge-to-edge trade, got rejected against the Kijun. Now, this current 4-hour candle, Krisha, closing in 2 hours and 41 minutes, is currently living, it opened above the Kijun, right? So it was kind of not too clear on the previous 4-hour candle. It's one of those situations where you're like, should I be getting in? Should I not? But now this current 4-hour candle has opened above. If we do close above in 2 hours and 41 minutes, it's going to look really, really good. And I'll be looking for continuation eventually. But I want to see that Tenkin come and cross above the Kijun, give us that bullish cross above the cloud, right? We don't have that just yet.
Do you have any major level that you think price needs to take out in order for this to really see that confirmed sort of break even on the weekly time frame, even on the higher time frames?
Yes, on the weekly time frame, I did have a level I mentioned to you. I believe it was 297. Yes, 296 and 87 cents. If you see that on the weekly level, I'm going to be very, very convinced that we're eventually going to be seeing around at least $500. On the daily, again, it's lining up with 296. On the 4-hour time frame, it's a bit lower than that, a little bit more aggressive, I believe. No, actually, on the 4-hour time frame, you're looking at 304. So looking at a little bit of a higher level, in my opinion.
I'd essentially be looking for price to take out these highs right here, guys. Okay, so I'm looking at the 315 would be ideal. I think that would be like mega bullish. But on the 4-hour time frame, at the very least, I want to see. So essentially, I'm looking at that falling channel, that falling wedge, right? But the highest point of that wedge that we have, and I think it comes in at around 296, which is, I believe, your level, 296.87. I want price to be living over that. I think if we can take out those wicks, this is likely going to go further.
Yep, I agree.
Right? I mean, now this is all I have for BNB. Sean, any final thoughts on this?
Nope. Keep it mango. Keep it simple, guys. The weekly, the daily are probably the ones that you want to be keeping your eye on. And don't get too sucked into the low time frames. You're likely going to get shook out of your trade. And my, oh my, Cardano looking freaking fantastic. Loving it. Oh, by the way, guys, we did do a Cardano video already. That's going to be up likely around the same time this one goes up to. So go ahead and check out our channel. If you did catch the BNB video and missed the Cardano video, there is a Cardano video as well. So go ahead and watch that.
Cool beans. And with this, guys, trade safely, trade stress-free, trade the mango way, trade the easy way. Ciao, guys.
Ciao.